Hi friends, I want to notify another one attack happening inside the earth by the American forces towards Afghanistan and Iran peoples. They are attacking the Afghanistan and Iran peoples by their supportive army forces by saying something whether you are having atomic weapons. In Tamil they are saying that as Anukuru, and they are asking the high power of the Islam peoples and Muslim peoples by using that words atomic weapons, and they are coming inside the country and they are asking the Irai and they are doing sex with the Irai. This is happening inside the earth by this type of America peoples by saying we are all sexually addict peoples and we are having richest, we are happy, we are heaven of the earth. By saying this type of words, they are doing this type of activities inside the other countries by saying we are having a richest name, like we are the heaven of the earth. We want, we can do anything in this earth. What we are asking, need to come to our hand. By saying this type of words, they are asking the array of the God Iyengar and array of the other peoples, and they are threatening the other countries using this type of weapons like Arab forces and other forces. They came inside Afghanistan by saying whether they are having atomic weapons, and they came inside the Iran by saying whether they are having atomic weapons. They are asking the Irai, they are calling that as Anukaru. It's a Karu, that is universe or ovary of the atom, the universal president or global president. They are asking global sector Irai or global sector's power, and they are using the armed forces and other forces, and they are coming inside the Afghanistan or Iran, and they are asking the powers of Islam or Muslim peoples, and they are saying I am having large house than you, I am having money than you, I am having manpower than you, I am having ruling than you. By saying this type of unwanted words, they are asking the Islamic Arab power and Muslims black powers, and they are asking this type of things, and they are attacking, and they said Muslim Afghanistan as a universal, so universal terrors, and they are attacking the universe of the people. I am complaining about the universal terrorists like these type of peoples from past 17 years. They are joined with that universal terrorists, and they are training that universal terrorists, and they are attacking the universe of the females inside the Indian country, and they are roaming as America, who is richest of the earth, and they are attacking the other countries using the weapons and armies and other forces. What they are doing is unknown to others. Is even if that known to others, or even we are exploring that other countries, after that itself they have to stop that. What they are not ready to hear about that by saying we want to rule the earth. They are asking the earth ruling power by saying by you can see a stamped page of the Facebook or other my pages. They, you can see some child like America people inside other countries by saying we want to rule the earth, and they are giving child to other country peoples by saying we want Rajyam of the earth, or we want earth Rajyam. By saying this type of words, they are using the aero forces and other forces. You can see one child shown in my pages is seem to be American people. Like that, Sri Lanka, they came to Sri Lanka along with Britain peoples using coat and suits, and they gave one child there and they went. They killed lot of people inside the forest, and by running, and they return to their work. They are doing like this, and they are asking the Rajyam by saying we want the Rajyam of global sector. They are asking the global sitar from global president by doing this type of unwanted words in the news by saying whether anybody is having atomic weapons or anybody is doing any universal terror activities. They are using their own code words like this, and they are coming inside the other countries by wearing neat cotton shirts, and they are doing this type of criminal activities, and they are running to their countries by saying this type of unwanted words. They killed a lot of army forces of Iran countries. They killed a lot of Muslim peoples, they are doing some prostitution inside the countries, and they are against the Kalyana Kalamagan of the Indian country. They already placed Kalyana Kalamagal of the Indian country in prostitution in films called as lot of films are coming from Kerala. You can see that also. This is because of the Britain peoples and American peoples. They are asking the global sector regime from the global president. They some monkeys, that is Kumar dynasty, is asking the properties, and they are in the sky by saying we want to rule the earth, or we want global powers or global ruling. Kalyana, against the Kalyana Kalaimagan and Kalyana Kalaimagal, all are doing prostitution by saying even Kalyana Kalaimagan and Kalyana Kalaimagal is in prostitution. By saying this type of words, they placed both in prostitution, and they are doing laughing and other things, and they are roaming in the earth by saying unwanted words. They are doing this type of activities, and they are joking themselves inside the country, and they are roaming themselves by saying we are only the good peoples and we know all the things than others. But I am Anglo-Indian than them, I know more than them. I informed to them already about that, but they are not ready to hear about that. I am a global president than them, I know more than them. They are not ready to hear anything. They are attacking Iran people like this, and they are killing this much peoples by saying I am having the ruling than you, I am having the Christianity power than you. Lot of people are still in the earth having this type of mentality and having this type of character. They are inserting the liberation peoples or liberation tiger or liberation cheetahs, spermats, spams inside the universe of the some lions or other peoples by saying you should not have any special characters than me. This is happening from some type of females inside the Islam. Inside the Islam, one female called us, that I shown to you, called us the guest facilitator of the global shuttle, who is called as Al-Miradul, who is doing forgery against the president by saying I want the president post than you. That guest facilitator is having a cheetah character only, so he is changing the body of the global president like a cheetah. This project is also happened by that type of peoples. They are saying to change my body as a cheetah by saying I am having cheetah power only, so you should not be a more than you should not be more than you. By saying this type of jokes, they are joined with the some terrors and firestroke organization, and they are changing the body, and they are doing some molding activities, and they are collapsing the earth. They are also asking the global president's post by saying I am higher than you, I am higher than you, I am power than you. Along with this is happening inside the earth by saying that they sung one song also inside the we are having lot of powers more than you, we will not care what you are saying. This is the song telecast by the along with that Al-Miradul. They said we are having lot of power than you, so we will not hear your words until all the mountain breaks, until all the sea lost their power, that is lost their water, until all the dhavams lost their powers. By this type of words, they are joking something inside the and they are taking all the power projects and all the powers to their countries, and they are sitting inside the some type of organization. This I informed to other countries, and I said to change the place to nearby Russia by saying they collapsed the holiness. This I said to the Russian president by changing the name of the organization. That organization, in website to inform themselves as a terror organization. They inform themselves as a terror organization, and they are playing something like that. That organization is started by Kaviya, who is a supporter of Gobiers, but still they are not ready to hear what is happening inside that. 197 countries joined together to create that United Nations organization. They don't know to hear what we are saying. That is a tile of that much 197 peoples. They are 197 countries, and they created that UNO. They simply wrote that UNO as a terror, and they sung some songs inside the UNO like that. They don't know what is called UNO, and they are doing this type of activities inside the United Nations organization. They don't know what is called nation, I think so. That I informed to them what is called nation, but they are not ready to hear anything. They are sitting inside the United Nation and saying and this type of words. This is also happening inside United Nations organization of 197 countries organization. 197 terrorists are inside the country, and they sung this song by saying tool is having power more than you, Islam is having power more than you. Like that they said, and they telecast that song, females are having power more than you. By saying this type of words, they sung that song towards the global president. So only global president said that word. Global president's final decision is only the considerable in the WDM of the World Development and Management Organization. Global President will not hear the word of other world members of the WDMO. This message informed to the world members of the WDMO, to all the world members like Al-Amratul who are in the facilitator position in the WDMO or in the global channel, which was informed in my pages. They are still using the other black powers, other powers to collapse the president post, and they are asking the president post by saying some type of jokes, by saying we are having 197 supporters, country supporters inside the UNO. By saying this type of words, they sung that song inside the by saying by calling some small childs. What they know about that? By they are calling some small childs, and they are cheating the small childs. They are not ready to teach what is happening in the earth, what is real truth. They are not ready to say anything that to small childs, and they are spoiling that small child's life. What is education is that they don't know to the that is don't know to United Nations organization. How they are going to run that organization is unknown to others. This type of activities is happening from the birth of the God Iyengaran, who is called as the global president. Nearly 35 years finished, 35 years of criminal and terror plan or scheme is executed by these type of powers, and it is running in the air. So we are trying to solve that problem by little, because that plan was happened from past 37 years. Still that no one is ready to go against that scheme to solve that problem. This is happening inside the global chattel of the global president. So global president already informed to all the global group or global network to submit their slogans and products details to the global president, but no one is ready to hear about that and not ready to submit anything to the mail, because if they did anything wrongly, it will affect all the global members inside the earth, but they are not ready to submit their global concepts or what they are doing inside the global group. They are doing their work inside the companies, and they are running here and there, and they are talking with Britain lords, but Britain lords don't know anything. They will ask power only. They will ask power to their side, and they will sleep inside the house, and they will not hear what they are saying. They don't know what is called globe itself, and they will do this type of activities. They are saying we will verify the global sector concept in one world. World can't recognize the global power. World can't recognize what is called globe, because globe is above the world. Globe is above the world powers. One according to hierarchical according to hierarchical ruling, you can't recognize or you can't realize or you can't find where is your hierarchical or where is your nearby higher official even. So don't try to think about what is called your higher official or what is happening inside there. They are joking another one words by saying what is the word? They are saying some words like முயற்சி திருவினையாக்கும் முயன்றால் முடியாது எதுவும் இல்லை. By saying this type of word, they are doing this type of activities by saying total earth we will convert as a terror and we want global president post. By saying this type of unwanted word, they are spoiling the earth people's education by saying a word, if a female think or if a female thought, we will do the word. You can see or you can hear moon is having water only. Like that earth will finish if one small plant will attack inside the earth. On those days total earth was collapsed in darkness. This was called as irunda kalam, dark period. In dark period total earth is in darkness and all the skin of the people converted into a black. This was happened on those days, that is called as dark age. In dark age total earth is in darkness without light. This is happened in dark age in the history. What joke they are doing is unknown is to others. Dinosaurs roamed inside the earth. This was happened on those days. They are doing some jokes and they are doing asking the global present power. That I already informed to them that power is not in the earth. That power is called as God. God is not in the earth. This is informed to all, but no one is ready to hear that word. They are doing some jokes and they are roaming in the earth to find where is the God power. Nothing is inside the earth. God is above, so only all are praying to God. So it's a joke. That only said in the none terror can attain their aim in the slogan. They are roaming using some terror powers and they are attacking some type of things and they are doing some unwanted things inside tree by saying I want Iyengar power otherwise, and they are doing other things and they are asking all the global power, all the temple powers by saying this type of if I stolen all the temple powers and I sit as a global person, no one can cheat me, no one can come nearer to me. By saying this type of they are doing unwanted things. That only already informed by the peoples or others or lords or gods. Don't involve in unwanted work. Do your housework and do your work and do what department you are having, do that department work and sleep in your house with peacefulness. But they are not ready to hear anything and they are doing this type of fire show, this type of terror organization works. They are using this type of manpowers and they are trying to collapse the life of the god Ayangaran by roaming in the sky. They are roaming, this much people are roaming in the sky by saying unwanted words. We are from conservative, we are from what is called as Labour Party, we are from this party, we are from that party. He is trying to cheat my party, he is doing these things, he is doing that things. By saying unwanted words, they are finally coming to the word I want this power, I want that. It's a great joke. What is something is a joke of earth, that is only said to all. So this I want to teach to all the earth peoples who are my supporters or who are studying in childhood. You should not hear this type of words. You are all having education, you are doing education to know what is good things or what is bad things, what we have to do, what we should not do. So these younger generations or these children need to know what is called as and what we have to do in the earth, why we should not do this type of things. They should learn this type of things from childhood and they should know what is called good things or they should know what is called bad things in the earth. For their selfishness, they will try to collapse the earth by saying or by spreading rumors. This type of rumors they will spread and they will purposely they will teach unwanted things to the child and the child will study that and that child will spoil his life. Totally that education system will collapse. That I informed to them. I said that only to the younger generation or children of the schools and colleges. Don't try to study unwanted things or don't try to get a what I can say, try to study what is called as concept. Don't try to study the wrong definitions or wrong concepts or wrong meanings. Don't realize the wrong meaning of the book by saying stop teach that to me, because there are also people like you. That only I inform to all. There are also people like you have to realize the word, and you have to find the truth, and you have to learn, and you have to find some new innovation, and you have to develop your individual skills and individual characters and individual, what I can say, individual powers and other individual wealths, like that we can say. Like that you can improve your living status. This is the information to all the school and college students to improve their skills by your knowledge and your characters and your qualifications. Don't think about, don't see others, don't blame others, don't show your hands towards others. He is doing that, so I am doing that. Don't set anything like that. Improve your skills by doing, by having your power, by using your powers and your talents. That is only setting the political, that is only setting the presidential party's policy. Presidential party policy is explaining about the ethical policy, vision policy, and orientational policy. In Tamil, we can say that as a Aravudamai and Palavudamai, and that is called as Sirapudamai. So that is special character. First one is called as ethical policy or Aravudamai. You should follow the ethics. You should be ethics, or you should be have your own believers or your own characters or your own things. You should have fear if you try to do any wrong activities. That is only setting that policy. The second policy set about, that is called as Sirapudumai. If you have any special feature, you should save that special feature. That is informed to individual people. This is also informed to the country by saying each country is having their own special character. We can't blame other countries. So save your country special features. Now don't try to dissolve, or don't try to fail the special feature of your country or your individual special features by saying that fellow is doing like this fellow is having this much. Don't hear this type of words, and don't spoil your life is setting the Zerapudame or that policy is called as Valavudame. That Valavudame policy is set about the, that is called as orientation policy. That orientation policy is set about the distribution of the wealth, or distribution of the that resource. That policy set about countries need to use your country resource and your country powers and your country scientists and other things in each or every situation. Don't get any support from other country powers or wealth or resources. Then only you can develop your country by your own powers and your own control. If you lose your control, you can't improve your country. That is only said by the presidential parties. This third policy, these three policies called as theme policy in Hindi, மூடமை கொள்கை in Tamil. This is a policy of the presidential party of the earth. This is created by global sector, the global president, the global king, who he is only the presidency of that party. That party is created by the global king of the global sector in all the countries for the purpose of this global sector ruling. or to instruct the government or rulers to don't try to deviate or don't try to cheat others or don't try to do unwanted work than government work. This is the aim of the presidential party members or presidential parties of all the countries. I just want to inform this lesson to all the country peoples because they are trying to kill that internal tank peoples who are in presidential party of the earth. They are killing this type of peoples by seeing some TV films and using criminal activities. That is, they are doing like this. Actually, these internal tank people should not take NB. They should take only vegetarian because you need to find some language called as Madagosi or Das language. So once you want to study a language, you need to we have a good freshness in your tongue, in your breath. Then only you can get a new best pronunciation or best words. So don't take NB until we get that Madagosi language and Das language. These two language I need to teach to these presidential party members and that caste called as Iron Killer caste, Iron Mela caste, and Namar caste. Three castes need to created by these members of the earth peoples who are in presidential party. So using these two language, you need to create your own caste. This is the starting stage of the that caste. So all the members should know about your caste members and they should join with your caste member. Don't try to marry other caste members like criminals who are in other caste, and the other caste are coming to that caste voluntarily by saying I am an other caste. They will not say anything. They will come as unknown people and they will get that caste inside to their caste and they will try to kill the internal tongue and they will try to collapse that caste with another caste. This is also happening. They will come as unknown or unknown people. They will come there and they will show their face as very innocent and they will take female from that house and they will run to their house. This is happening inside the country. This is happening inside their. But unknown, they will come in other caste and they will take that new caste who are having internet thing and they will collapse the internet thing. They will try to collapse the new language called as Madagosi language and Das language. For this creation, lot of peoples are praying and lot of work is happening inside the global sector. So don't hear the word. So all the family members need to hear these words and they should cooperate with the global president for the creation of these languages to create that new caste. This was tried to attack by others, so art should save themselves and art should be in a secure position to save their your caste called as these three caste peoples, and we should save our language. They will not hear, they will not come to listen what is happening. We need to save our language, we need to save our caste. None will hear what is happening to your caste, none will hear what is happening to your child. We should have a precaution, we should prevent ourselves. That is called as individual concept. That only set in the other power only informing to the people by saying a word individual concept. Each people is having their own rights and their own power is set in your Aadhar card. If you ask that to the government will say that to you what power you are having, what rights you are having inside the government. That is called as அதிகாரம். In Tamil they are saying that as a தனிப்பட்ட மனிதனின் தனிப்பட்ட அதிகாரங்கள், individual power of the individual peoples. That is said by the, that is also there inside the earth also. students and people should know, students education in schools and college need to know about that, and they got to develop their individual special features and wealth of the individual peoples. This is some words towards the L.selvaganesan program. We started L.selvaganesan program to say some message to the earth peoples to save themselves and towards this type of attacks and this type of unwanted things. This is created by the world president to save the peoples from these type of attacks. So save yourself from save yourself from others and try to develop your individual characters and try to develop yourself. Thank you.